other universities, excuse me, but across sectors, this needs to be a rallying for law firms, businesses. There needs to be not just solidarity within industries, there needs to be solidarity with we are not going to allow either military or society or their say Dr. Ross from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, appreciate you.
One moment.
So coming up, we just pointed out some staggering amounts of money being raised by prominent Democrats, including one whose future is the subject of next speculation. Plus, former President Biden breaks his silence after leaving the White House to tell you what he has to say about the Trump administration. And if you use Instagram or WhatsApp, you'll want to hear what Kara Swisher has to say about Mark Zuckerberg's testimony and that his landmark trial in Washington. Stay with us. What that means for you is bad. Let's give it some new names to that. What do you know?
Not something for how to do. You figure out which one you're saying is DEI or DUI.
Is somebody black or drunk? You know, you're speaking on the same game.
Look at the list.
I got told so. And I got news for you. The new episode Saturday at 9 on CNN. And streaming straight on next.
How does this rich guy get from here to Phoenix this summer? Today's creativity requires next generation connected. That's why Walt Disney Studios chose T-Mobile for Business. T-Mobile advanced 5G solutions connecting remote production hubs between the island and the mainland. Powering real-time collaboration, bringing real ideas.
Hi, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. I'm on. Just give me a minute. Give me a second. A second. Hi, everybody. Let me get some earrings. Get on here. I'm here. I'm just in the background here a second. Hold on a minute. Trying to grab a few things. A few things. And I know that I should have had this done like before, right? But. Let's dance. Okay, everybody. She's back. She's tapping. She is like right here. She is like right here. She is. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Let's get situated here, everybody. Hi, Richard is on tonight. I said Richard is on tonight. All right, everybody. Let's just do this night. I mean, like, I haven't been tippity tapping in what, a week? It hasn't been a week since my fingers haven't tippity tap. Listen, you know what? I don't know. Does my listen? Okay, now Tina, don't hurt him tonight. Now with that, don't hurt him tonight. Oh my gosh, everybody, come on. Let's have a good night tonight. Hi, Richard. Ready for yes. Absolutely possum, sugar, come on and fire me up, right? Fire me up. Okay, let's just do this, everybody. Let's grab. I mean, I haven't been on and up. It's been a minute, everybody, right? Hi, Dana. How you doing? It has been a minute, everybody. I'm telling you, I've been so busy with stuff. You have no idea. And I have my I have made a bag. And I found a rollie and I put my tap stuff out. Hi, Jim. Can I just say Jim? Hi, how you doing? I put my tap rollie for intuitive paintings out in the Jeep, so that is ready. Listen, everybody, it's going to be a good year. Despite how it's starting out, right? This is going to be, let's just pray for a good year. You know, it's starting out a little rough. It's a little rough. It's rough, right? It's rough, but it's gonna be good. Hopefully, it's gonna be good. But I've got my top stuff. What should we do first, everybody? because we can do an album first. What are we going to do first? Let's find me here real quick. Let's just find, what are we going to do first? Hi, Jet. Oh, let me get everybody on the comments. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. And then I'm trying to get everybody over in the comments on here. So just give me 1 minute. Intuitive beauty, babe. We're going to be tapping it out tonight. And my fingers are ready. My fingers are ready. So, I mean, I'm ready to do this. Who is ready to tap some serious art out tonight and find out what is going on around the world? Should we find out what's going on around the world, or just hell with that and just let the boards and the albums be our guide tonight, right? Seriously. I think I'm gonna bust them out here. Let's grab this stuff, everybody. So I got everything organized, my loves, right over here. So I got boards and this and that right here. I am ready to do this. Huh? Mr. Butch is in the house. Mr. Butch is here. Hi, everyone. Say hi to Mr. Butch. He is on, everybody. Even surprised me. See? Because, see, I give Mr. Butch a little break because I know I like to talk. And Mr. Butch isn't like a talker, right? So you know how it is. A girl gotta, give his ear a minute. Give his ear a minute, right? But tonight, everybody, this is going to be interesting. Let me pour some sugar on you. Pour some sugar on you. 2 drops, immediate effects. Let's just do this, everybody. We got, maybe not. Everybody just, you know what? Okay, now, hold on 1 second. I don't know. This is kind of getting weird. I got to tell you something that happened to me yesterday. Let's get into this about yesterday. And I'll be getting back into making these videos tomorrow, everybody. Listen, a girl has been busy, but now it's on with the video making tomorrow. I'm hitting all my socials. Hi, Jason's on. Jason, Mr. Butch is on. Tina. Yes. So what do I start out with tonight, everybody? Richard, hello. Richard's saying hi to Mr. Butch. So I don't know what to do tonight, because let me scratch up a couple things while I talk to all of you, because I tell you what, there is so much stuff going on. Hi, first firefighter. I'm doing good. Let me scratch up something, because we're gonna tap the life out of stuff tonight, everybody. It's on. I'm back, and I'm not missing a beat. No, I had to go. I've been going for a few days, but I can't help it. But you know what? The girl is back stronger. I can't even imagine what we're going to tap out tonight, because my fingers have been really, there's a lot going on, everybody. Let's find out what's happening. And let's just let the boards tell us. I'm not going to tell you. Let's let the boards tell us what is going on, right? Seriously. I'm doing good. I'm doing gooder today. All right, so we're going to tap out something here, and I just scratched that up, and so I'm going to scratch a board until all of you tell me what to do and what I'm going to put on here, because I'm feeling like, hold on a second, let's see. I got to use white if it's very serious and stuff. I got to use the white and the gray and there's my rags, everybody. The white, the gray, and the black. You know that. And the red is like beyond serious. Oh, we're not trying to fix all that. Let's just enjoy this night. Jason, what do I do? Come on, Mr. Butch. You're on. What do I do? What should I do? An album or a board to start out? Come on. I need some help here, guys. You got to tell me what you need me to do. Look at the red. Woo! If I'm on a scene, this could be blood, child. This could be about blood. Here lately. Don't drink the tap water. Yes, exactly. That's fluoride. I don't even know why the hell they shouldn't put fluoride in tap water. I don't like that personally, but oh well. Okay. It should be up to everybody to save their own teeth. Uh-oh, Jason says a board. I'm hitting it now. All right, everybody, this is on. I'm feeling a vibration. I'm feeling a vibrational sensation, everyone. So I took a lot of the art down to store it somewhere at my friend's. So that's why you don't see anything behind me, everyone. Okay, so all right. So here we go, everyone. I don't know. I'm gonna just rock and roll. Let's do this, everyone. Let's figure out what's gonna happen, what's on the board. What is happening here? What are we gonna ask the board? Do you want me to ask this board anything, everybody? Do you need me to ask them a message? Do you need me to ask this board anything real quick before I hit this grip? Does anybody want me to ask this board something, and I will do it? Hurry up before I start rolling on it, okay? Before I start hitting the grip. All right, I'm okay. So come on now. Do you need me to ask this board anything? Or okay, all right, let's roll. Let's find out something. I don't know. Let board tell us anything. What's happening? Uh-oh, what's going on in our country? How about that? Oh, God almighty. I can't say nothing it's telling me. My intuition. And then I'll tell you how I met, I think, an angel yesterday or something, an entity. I don't know. Let's just, okay, how about this, everybody? I got to pause. Let me say this, and maybe I'll put this on the board. I swear I encountered an angel. Okay. So I'm going to ask this board, was that an angel, that man that I encountered that asked me how I'm doing with these icy blue eyes, and then he just disappeared? I'm going to ask what the heck that was about. I got heebie-jeebies. Okay, let's ask the board. And I'm not going to say nothing after this. So let's just pause on this. Board, the man that I encountered at the Family Dollar with those icy blue eyes that disappeared. Oh my goodness, he was an angel sent to give me a message, everybody. That's what my intuition's saying. He was an angel sent to give me a message. And he wanted to say more, and I walked away because I was getting heebie-jeebies, because you know my intuition is strong. He wants me to tell everybody something. Hold on a minute. I'll fill you in on this, everybody. I can't talk right now. Please bear with me. I can't talk right now. I'll fill you in on it then. I'll tell you the message that is given to me right now as I'm going on. He was to give me a message about what is to come, everybody. And I'm not lying to you. Yes, shut up, Zip. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, everybody. Let me take us down to the board. There's something going on. It was to relay a message. It was to relay a message, and it would go all over. This message would go all over. All over. This message would go all over. It would just go all over. This message, look at this, everybody. I'm doing all kind of stuff, tapping and twisting and turning. And this message is coming in. There's something going on. And I'm supposed to go like this. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm to do, everybody. Something's weird coming out of this moon like this. And right down into here, if any of this makes sense, everybody, look at this. Something from the moon is zapping down here. I'm supposed to relay a message, and this is pertaining to the moon, but it's zapping down, and I gotta use blue. Bear with me, everybody. That blue is the ocean, water. Hold on a minute. I'm getting very, very, very chilling sensations. Oh, really? Okay, well, how about if you just go? How about that? How about if you just honestly go and don't come back, okay? Thank you. Thank you for visiting. Thank you. I don't know. I mean, look, hey, if you want to message or not, that's up to you. I ain't begging you. I ain't fixing to beg you. You either listen to the message or you don't. I don't care. I'm just a message relayer. I swear, I think I'm at this point in time. I think at this point in time, I'm just a message relayer because I swear to goodness, and nobody wants to hear it, but then when it comes real to reality. Okay, so now I'm supposed to use this, everyone. We got red, but this red goes right here. Right here, and I don't know what this is about, but it's down in here, everybody. Look at this. Look at this so far. And I don't think we're supposed to see it like this because it's coming down from the moon. So it's coming down from the moon. So I think, well, I'm not done yet, but I think it's supposed to be seen like this. You see that? There's something coming down from the moon and gonna strike down from the moon. That's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm not done with it yet, so let's just find out where I got to put this blue at, everyone. Now, this isn't me doing this, everyone. This is my hand just guiding this. And I'll be honest with you, I'm restraining it back because it wants to put an X on here, a blue X, and I don't know why. It just wants to tap out this. And I'm trying to refrain it back because I you know what I mean. But it's like I'm just letting it go. I'm letting it do whatever it's got to do. So this is a very interesting board, a very interesting tap. There's a lot of stuff going on. It wants me to stop here, everybody. My intuition wants me to stop this right here. So I really, something is coming out of the moon. I don't, listen, maybe it's supposed to be a message to Elon. I don't know. But there's a blue X but there's something coming down. Okay. Thank you, Zip. You're welcome, honey. Thank you. But there's no devilish stuff here. But thank you for stopping by. Thank you. But here it is. So there's something coming down. There's no devilish stuff here, everybody. Everything's from the Lord and my intuition. So there's no devilish stuff. I want to clear that up right now. So when people come on and say that they don't know me and they don't know what's going on, they're used to all these other channels. I ain't got time for that, everybody. But this is something, okay, so there's something coming down, everyone, from the moon. Yes, there's something coming from the moon. And it's going to come down and like zap something. And then this, and my intuition said to put an X here. But it's going to, I don't know if you're going to be able to see the zap, everybody. It's going to be real. It's like, it's coming down to zap something. Somebody's got something, doing something, or going to try to do something. Somebody's could have built something or been up on the moon already. Something's going on because it's going to zap from the moon. See, this is the moon and it's going to come down and it's going to zap. It's going to really zap something. And it's going to travel very, very far. So whatever's going on, something's going to zap. And right here's the target. You see, that's why the red is there, because it's coming, it's going to zap. So that's warning of something, everyone. This is here as a warning piece. So I really don't know, you know what I'm saying. Let's look at it at different angles. I put my signature like that on it, so I know that we're supposed to see it this way. But let's look at it different ways. Let's look at it this way, and then let's look at it this way. It's kind of really scary this way, I think. I really think it's scary this way, right? And then let's look at it this way. I don't know. Something's happened. I mean, yeah, that's a warning. It's warning us of something, everybody. Listen, people come on and this is why I had to give my intuition a break because I'm be honest with you, everybody. I don't tolerate bullshit on this channel. And if you're going to come on here and disrespect me and disrespect my intuitive notion, then you can go somewhere else. I'm not holding you hostage here and telling you to come that you have to stay here. I don't do that. I don't beg anybody. You take pieces of whatever is right for you or what you believe and then you leave the rest. But I don't hold people hostage on here, everyone. So, when people come on and call me voodoo, I don't do those things. I don't like witchcraft. I rebuke witchcraft every single day. When people are trying to put negative energy against me and my channel, using cards and crazy stuff to try to hurt me and my intuition, I rebuke that kind of stuff every single day. This is nothing but something that was in me from when I was 7 years old, by the grace of God. This isn't voodoo. I don't use cards. I just use my mind is so powerful. How hard is it to understand that someone's mind is this powerful? How hard is it? Just because you have to use cards and potions, I don't need that. I just use my mind. So, if you think, I think people using voodoo are using chicken feed and chickens and blasey blasey, right? I don't do that. Do you see me on here using a chicken foot or a doll voodoos and stuff? I don't do things like that. I don't need to do things like that. I don't even know anything about voodoo. I don't do anything like that. So when you come on here and you're disrespectful, I will kindly exit you out the door and you can go somewhere else where they are doing witchcraft and voodoo and everything. Because just like I said, I debunk that stuff every day when people are trying to do that stuff against me. Those kind of people hate me because I have power that they don't have. I use my mind. They have to use cards. They have to use voodoo stuff, a chicken foot. I ain't got time for that. So, they have to use all that stuff. And they're mad and they're jealous because they're sitting using cards and all. You believe it. All of you sit and believe these people with their cards and telling you all this stuff that's not even true. I see so many of these channels that they sit and use cards and they tell you what you want to hear. Well, guess what? I'm not on here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm on here to tell you facts. So if you want sugar-coated bullshit and lies, I ain't got time for that. I don't have that for you. Richard said, folks need to understand that you've... Exactly. Richard said, Tina, right, Tina. And Tina been fine. Exactly, Richard. I'm fine. But I had to just take my intuition and give it a break from the nonsense of crazy people because the thing is, you're not disrupting my groove and my energy. It's not happening. Okay, now with this one here, everybody, we're something's about the ocean. And I don't know if something's going to drop into the ocean. I don't know if we need to know this, but let's get this tap started. I'm not even going to wipe this off, but let's just go and let's just do this. I'm fine. I've just been so damn busy here lately. Okay, let's go. What's going to drop into the ocean? What is happening? So yeah, I mean, there is, everybody, a lot of morbid stuff. If you want sugar-coated bullshit, then you best going on somewhere else that's going to tell you stuff that's a lie. There's people out there lying so bad. And here this channel speaks truth and everybody thinks it's a lie. No. If you want to hear a lie, go find people that have hundreds of thousands of subscribers that lie to you. I don't lie to you and I don't even have 3,000. I don't need to lie to you. But there's people out there with cards and all this and that lie so bad to people, and all of you fall into it and you believe them. And why you do is beyond me. I mean, they're not even speaking truth about anything. But a lot of people seem to believe them because they have a lot of followers or what have you. It's sugar coated. It's bullshit. Okay, so let's just do this. There's something going on here, and it's pertaining to the ocean. So let's just go here, everybody. Let's just go to the ocean here. And I'm feeling like I'm getting, oh my God, I'm getting really deep sensations like I'm in the ocean. There's a plane. I don't know. There's like, I don't know if there's a plane going to get down in the ocean. Something's getting ready to get out into the ocean here. Here's the ocean. Somebody better be careful. That's in a powerful position. If they go to Hawaii, anywhere over across an ocean, you could lose engine power, and you could end up in the bottom of the ocean, everybody. You got to be careful. You could, there's going to be somebody trying to tippy-top with the plane. There's going to be somebody trying to tippy-top with the plane. And you could end up in the ocean. So you got to be careful. And it could be just, see, there's a lot of smoke and a lot of black. You could end up in the ocean, everybody, whoever that person is. They're going to be trying to undo some bolts, or it could be even a phenomena or something that could take it down. But here is the white, I don't even know how to put this on. It's like this, like it's going down into the ocean, like like that, right? So it's like you could be crashing all over because the bolts are going to come undone. The bolts are going to come undone, and you're just going to be zizzing until you go right into the ocean. Someone's fixing to fix up somebody's plane, and this is a crash. And I know people are like, Tina, we're so sick of your channel. It's not even funny. I don't care. If you don't want to hear it, then I guess you don't. But this is a crash into the ocean. Somebody's plane's going to fix in the crash into the ocean. And here's the smoke. Here's the fire. Here's the wreckage. Somebody's plane is going to go from here and just go push down into the ocean. The bolts. Somebody's going like this. I can see somebody untightening bolts that has like a jumpsuit on. They have like, this guy has a jumpsuit on, and he's a mechanic, but I can see him, and he's like going with a big wrench going like this, and he's unloosening bolts on somebody's plane. So be careful, because eventually your plane's going to just break up, and if you're over the ocean heading to, it could be Hawaii. My intuition says if you're heading to Hawaii, that's a long trip. This mechanic knows that these bolts will go undone. So you better be careful, because look at this. Here's the plane. This white stuff is the plane going down into the ocean. Look. And then here's the wreckage right here. So you got to be careful. Somebody's, and it's a Caucasian guy. I'd say he's about 35 years old. He has a little bit of hair, but he's like a mechanic, but he's mad. He's keeping things to himself. And he's a thinner guy. And he is taking this thing and going like this and unbolting bolts on a plane, on somebody's plane. And he's going to fix and to put you in the ocean for life. So you better be careful. I would, redirect, do something. But here it is. Here's the wreckage right here. All this black stuff. It's all look, here's all the wreckage. So he's unbolting the bolts. I'd say he's already unbolted some bolts already. You just didn't even realize it, because he did it to where it's going to take time for them to kind of break loose and break off. But when they do, you're going to be over this. And you could have children with you, anything, your family. My intuition says you could have your family with you. whoever's with you, you're all gonna, perish, because you're gonna go down into the ocean, and nobody's gonna survive it. It's a big plane. I can see it's a big plane. It's a private plane. It's a really big one. It's a really nice one. And this mechanic here is very trustworthy, but he's not trustworthy. And he's taken a big wrench, and he's acting like he's tightening stuff, but he's not. He's not doing. He's fixing to put you in the ocean. And it could be this year sometime. You got to be careful whenever the bolts go loose. I can't pin you down to, it's, my intuition says like 1 month, but it could be any time, because where these bolts unravel, that's when it's going to happen, because he's got a few bolts unraveled already. So you're going to have to literally get somebody to go over these bolts. You know what I mean? On your engine thrusters, near a tire, the landing gear tire. Make sure you check the bolts around that. There's a big bolt that, is loose. Loosen it up, and you're going to be heading somewhere. You're going to be going, either Hawaii, somewhere, and you're going to go down in the ocean. Look, here's the plane, and here's this, right here, the wreckage. You don't be careful. He's already done. He's already, I mean, this stuff ain't funny. I'm sorry, everybody, that you come on and you have to hear this, but I swear to goodness, I think I'm a messenger that please be careful. You know, yeah. I mean, it's not going to be on a commercial one. It's going to be on somebody's private jet, and it could be their children could be on there. Uh, their children, girlfriends, I don't even know, but whoever's on there with them, they're all gonna go. Look, and that's I mean, deep waters in Hawaii. Whoever's going to go, who's powerful, that's going to be going to Hawaii or with their family, something, I don't know. You're gonna go. You got to be careful. I wouldn't take my own. I wouldn't take my own plane. I would honestly go, because what's happening is, you have a mechanic that's not on your side, if you know what I'm saying. He's not on your side. He's not on your side. You actually have a couple mechanics that ain't on your side, but this one here is no joke. He is doesn't care, um if he hurts somebody or you get hurt. He doesn't care. As a matter of fact, if you bolts are loosened up already, and it's only a matter of time before things just fall off. Seriously, people are doing this to everybody, everyone. This is not funny. Look at what somebody done to me, and I mean, to you. And now this is somebody that's going up in the air. This is very serious. This year is going to be. It's a shame, because this could be such a blessed year, and it's really sad, right? It's really sad, because this could be like a blessed year. But hold on a second. Okay, B says we got a company. Oh, we got company. Okay, yeah, it is, Richard. It is super scary, and just like I said, you take what you want out of it, and then you leave what you don't. You just have to be safe. Whoever is having a private jet that's wealthy, and that's going to listen to this, you have got to be careful. This person, probably could have been working on your planes for years, but now all of a sudden they have a different take on you, and the take now that they have on you is not the take that they had on you when they first started, if you know what I'm saying. Like, they have a different view, and they're mad, and you don't. That's the last people you want to not be on your side, is somebody that's working on your plane, because that then your thing can go down. And so, yeah, so you see this. So let's just let's just move on, everybody. Let's move on, and let's just pray that, this doesn't happen, and we can turn this into something incredibly beautiful, right? So you know, we'll see what happens with that, because there's so many things that are going down into the ocean, everybody. There's so many things that are planes that are falling out, and this is sad. This is a real sad board, because this could be, you know, a family going down in the ocean too. Yeah, take a chart. Yeah, but this could be, you know, a family. You know, everything that this person worked for, their life, you know, and it's gone, right, over somebody that's angry or upset. But I can see the person's in a blue, like they're in a jumpsuit, like I don't know, some kind of jumpsuit. They're in some kind of jumpsuit. I don't know if it's blue or what it is. It's like a, but it could be like, I don't know if they're a mechanic, but they're in, but they're in a high powered position, high powered mechanic position. But they're not. It's not what you think. It's not what no. It's sad. So tomorrow, everybody, maybe we'll just tap that one out, okay? And tap it to something something happy. No, not a hazmat suit. No, it's like a jumpsuit, like um it's like blue. It's like a blue, and they have their name right here, like a name tag on it. Like, I don't know if it would be their last name or something. And, you know, they have like a little bit of hair, not very much. I mean, could be I'm even a military mechanic. I don't know, but somebody better be careful. Hi, Faye, for real. Okay, here. Thank you. Thank you, babes. Thank you. So let's just tap out something else, everyone. And let's tap out on, let's see. I haven't been on in a while, so we can catch up. We can catch up real good. Hold on. So I'm gonna get some, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna get some clarity. And my intuition says there could be, yeah. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see what's happening, everybody. Let's just scratch this up and see if we can get the board to show us the face. I can actually see the person's face and everything, but I want to see if the board will show you his face. I can physically see the guy's face and everything. I can literally see him, everything, just as clear as daylight. And this blue suit, like, I mean, and everybody, listen, this could be somebody that's in the military, for crying out loud. This is how sad it gets. I mean, this is deep. Because they're in a jumpsuit, but planes are going to go down, everybody. This ain't funny. This ain't funny. This ain't funny. I don't know. Somebody's fixing to head into the ocean. Yes, clarity. Hi, Noah. Hi, honey. Let's find out, everybody. Now, I can see this person's face. Let's see what this board says. And let's see if we see any faces. Let's see if the board goes zigzag, wigwag, and acts weird and wants to tell us a different story. But we're going to ask the boards, like, why, you know, like, let's see if we can narrow it down to a face. Okay, I won't talk so we can try to get some answers. So I'm going to use the same tap, okay? And my intuition is saying something about, okay, let's just do this. Why is this guy doing this? Why would this mechanic do this? Oh, okay. This guy is angry at the administration, my intuition says. He's angry at administration. He's angry at how things are going. He doesn't like, oh my God, I hate to even mention names. I hate to say names. I don't want to say names on here. There's somebody, I hate to say names. Oh my God, I just don't like that. But that's not the Yeah, this guy here, definitely. Okay, everybody. Whew, man, I can't, I mean, that's just too much. I can't, man. This is just horrible. He's out to do stuff, man. Y'all be careful, because he's smiling at you, but he ain't really smiling at you, everybody. He's very bitter inside. He's very, very bitter. Very bitter. He's angry. And he just wants destruction. He just wants to just loosen bolts and hopefully something goes down. That's a lot of smoke. It's a lot of smoke. He wants the engines to blow up. He wants a lot of stuff to happen. There's so much smoke, I don't even know what to even say, everybody. And this goes around and around, because it's like falling down to the ground. What is this? What is going on? What is happening here? What is this? What is this? I have to use brown for the ground. There's, not to be honest with you, he just doesn't want these planes to go over the ocean, everyone. This is deep. He's loosening bolts he just wants them to fall out of the sky. You see, the brown is for the ground. Look at this. This brown is for the ground. And don't get me wrong, he seems like a nice, younger, like he's a pilot. He could be, but he's not happy. He's angry at a few people, and he just wants, and what better way than just to unbolt these and just do away with these people. And I don't know if we'll see his face on here, but this is a lot of smoke. A lot of smoke. Lots of smoke. And this is the ground. Lots of smoke. Be careful, everybody. Be careful, everybody. What's going on? Who's in that jumpsuit? Right. Be careful, everybody. This is a lot of smoke. This is a lot of smoke. Something's going on. There's something going on. There's a lot of smoke. A lot of smoke. Look at that. It's almost like a mean face there. Look at that. I mean, there's a lot of people are doing so much weird stuff, everybody. People are doing so much bizarre craziness that it's beyond nuts. I don't even know how to even take this. But if you see, there's so much going on here that we don't even know. There's a lot of weird things happening that we just don't even understand. It could even be also things even happening too in the spiritual realm. I mean, we're stuff that we can't even see that's taking planes down. Look at this. Something's not right. A lot of smoke. I don't even know. There's so much stuff going on. By the marble, there's see a face that's going to come through. crazy. It's really weird because we do see a face here, but yeah, let's just tap out something happy, everybody. You know what I mean? Let's just tap out something happy right now. Let's tap out an album and talk. It's just too much. Because it's too much information, and I just don't even, because there's so much other stuff and there's so many other people that are in the middle too, that are in the middle of it, that it's just too deep. It's too deep. It's too much. It's too much for people to grasp onto, everybody. It's way too much. Yeah. This is brown. It's way too much for you'll just have to be careful. Whoever that resons with, that you have a private plane, it's a big too. It's a big plane. It's really nice inside. Like very, very, very nice and it's very nice inside. Yeah. And so you just have to be careful. You have to be careful because you could yeah, you just have to be careful. Just have to be careful. All right, let's just tap out something positive because, let's figure it out. I don't want to, it's too much. All right, Jason. Jason says he likes that orange, but I didn't use orange. Must be coming across this orange, right? Who's working this jumpsuit? Look at Noah said who's in that jumpsuit right now. Right. Oh my God. And I can't. I'm not gonna say nothing, anybody. Let's see what this album has to say about anything. Let's just see what we get, right? There's a lot of crazy stuff going on out here. But anyhow, while I'm scratching this up, I actually, this is weird because when I was heading into Family Dollar, I went to get my creamer, and I rounded the corner, and there was a guy like bent over. He looked very out of place, and he was bent over like he just didn't know what he was doing. And I walked around a corner, and he locked eyes with me, and he said, "How are you doing?" And I said, "I'm fine." And he had icy blue eyes. Now he was shorter than me, like he was shorter while he was scrunched over. And there was just something about him, something different. There was just something very different. Like, how you can feel something? Oh, okay. Richard said orange and gray. Are you trying to find something, Richard, that you need to know something about? Richard said use orange and gray. And it was very interesting. It was very interesting because then he disappeared, everybody. And I know you're all going to be like, "Oh, Tina, we can't take this no more." I don't care. I'm only speaking real talk on here. I was like, wow, that is freaking crazy. He disappeared, everybody. I don't know. Now, was that an angel asking me how I was doing? Right? Angels among us, right? Oh, that's right. I could tap out on this album. What is, or something. Richard says, right, Richard. Absolutely. So the angels among us, because when he asked me, and he looked into my eyes because I didn't have my glasses on, like, had them right here in my hand. And he looked into my eyes, and he's like, and he looked up at me, and he goes, "How are you doing?" I said, "I'm fine." And then he kept looking at me like he wanted to say something, and he just didn't seem like he was, like, do you know what I mean? Like earthly, like, if you know what I'm saying. And I just had a feeling. But I'm going to ask the boards. But I just, like I said, it's something beautiful, you know? All right. So Richard said, Tina, he had icy blue eyes. Icy blue eyes. And he just didn't seem like he was from here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he just seemed like he had icy blue eyes. And I swear I tapped out his face before on a board. He had a beard and a mustache, and he had longer hair. And I could swear, like, I tapped him out. It's just strange. But he had icy blue, like, eyes, like from the glaciers or something, right? And I mean, my intuition went boom. I mean, it full on I had chills and everything, everyone. And I don't never get them just randomly walking past anybody. And it's almost like he was just there, just waiting for me to come there, like to just look at me or to say something. He had these icy blue, like, eyes, like I can look into them so deep, like, you know. There was something about him that was just different. Something different. And then he disappeared, everybody. I tried to find him to say, thank you, sir, for asking me how I'm doing. But he disappeared. But anyhow, let's just, Richard said, yeah. Yes, absolutely. It was an angel. And so I'm going to tap on this board. I'm going to not use this again because this was nothing but some negative things on here, right? So we're going to move this over here. And I'm going to see if this, what this tap says about this man that I met and saw, okay? And so we're going to use this and we're going to see what it says. You know, let's see what the man that I met, what was, can people see him? So I'm not going to say nothing. It's unbelievable. And I'm going to take something that represents his eyes, okay? And I'm going to use that. Blue, icy blue. make sure if I see a face, I don't tap over it. Let's see. Let's see. And I'm not done yet. I just want to see something because it's so different. And let's find out. But he vanished, everyone, and it was unbelievable. I felt this utter presence, and I don't, this is weird to get this on here. I'm getting chills because I feel like he came a long way. I almost, like when I looked into his eyes, I could see, I could see something in his eyes, just locking eyes with this man. I could see something. I can see into his eyes, these icy blue eyes. Hi, Brandon. How are you? And he came a long way. But he vanished. He vanished just as I was getting ready to say something. He vanished, everybody. I mean, I know all of you, I know a lot of you that come on, you just don't understand it, but he vanished, and I feel like, look, he's just going all over. He's came a long way. And so there's something about him because he came a long way. And who knows? He just vanished into thin air, everybody. He really did, honestly. And so it's like, where did he come from? Because look, and I feel like, everyone, it's just so strange. I tell you, I don't know if you'll believe me or not when I say this, but you know how I talk about like these people that are coming from, like, that are on the outer walls, right? And they have these like icy. I saw this in his eyes, everybody. Just I saw something, like there was something in his eyes, but it was almost like this. I saw in his eyes. I could see this in his eyes. This is exactly what I saw in his icy blue eyes, everybody. I'm not lying to you. I looked right into him. And I saw, and I saw this like, it's almost like another outer world, but I saw it in this man's eyes. And it was really weird because I could see it, and I looked into his eyes. Right, right. But it's weird, but you cannot see him in there. And that's the beauty of it. Maybe you weren't supposed to see him in this album, but this journey, right? It's wild. It's different. But this is exactly what I saw when I looked into his eyes. It wasn't nothing like, why, I don't know, this is something mean. Hi, Noel. Carpentry. Hi, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. So when I rounded the corner, everybody, this is the color of his eyes were like this icy blue, right? And I got this, my intuition, it just almost floored me to the ground. And and when you connect eyes with somebody, and I physically didn't have my glasses on, but I could connect our eyes connected, right? Well, when you see, now there's different types of aliens, honestly, that are in our planet that you can feel their energy is so bad. And they wear these big black glasses that are so dark, but you get a very bad sense. You get really, it's very bad. You can feel, oh my God, you can feel like something so evil, right? And they'll wear these sunglasses that are big and black and thick everywhere. If you can even at nighttime, if you see these people and you see them wearing these glasses, and especially during the day, I can pick them out like that, over anybody just wearing average sunglasses, because they're different. There's something about them. And if they would take those sunglasses off, they probably would not be able to function on our planet without those sunglasses on. That's what I was thinking. Because but they can function with those sunglasses on. But if those sunglasses, and I noticed I've seen these people even at night with sunglasses on. And what's Noel going doing? Yeah. But there's a lot of stuff going on, everybody. And, there's so much stuff happening, even in the spiritual realm. It's not just, there's aliens. Oh, Noel's in the boiler room. He's hot. He's doing all kind of stuff. And, so, we think that we're the only ones here, but really we're not. And just like I said, we're going to start seeing, and a lot of people are seeing them, everyone. They're these gray orbs, these round, like, saucers. And they do fly around our United States, everyone. People have seen them. People have taken pictures of them. People have video of them. And I told you that they are coming from, like, literally the outer banks, you know what I mean? And their technology is so strong, you cannot shoot these things down, everybody. These people, these aliens technology, they're from the outer walls, outer walls. I mean, literally. And I remember I told you before that I could see them working on these round gray saucers, right? And they're already here. They're already here. They're already here in our skies. You just may not look up and see them, but there is a lot of people that actually have saw them. Oh, sure, definitely. Come get, yes, I'll go with you. But they're definitely here, and they're everywhere. They're even in Russia. They're all over. And you cannot shoot those things down. This is you can shoot at them all day, all night, and you cannot take those things down, because their technology is so brilliant and so advanced that there's nothing that nobody could do. Now, if these things would unleash something on us, we wouldn't be able to do anything to counteract it, because they're that powerful. And it's real. They're very real. And just like I said, we're basically at the mercy of these things, because if you go to shoot them down, we're not going to get anywhere. We're not going to get nowhere. And, it's really scary. I mean, there's so much stuff now going on in our skies that it's really, really, really scary, everybody. We've got, I mean, just like I said, these round gray saucers, I've tapped them out so many times on the board to tell you that they were coming, to tell you that they were here. Now they're here. They're all over the place. They must. They're not doing, but just like I said, and exactly what I told you about these gray saucers. Yeah, exactly. Is love, exactly. Yes, exactly. Only love. But so I've seen a video where these gray orbs, everybody, these gray saucers. I think they were even in Russia. They couldn't even shoot them down. They couldn't shoot them down. And so, but there's a lot more to this life than just us. I mean, if we're kidding ourselves, if you think we're the only ones living on this earth, and on this earth, we're not. There's something opened up, and a portal opened up, and all this stuff is happening now, everybody. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. But just like you said, Noel, I don't sit and live in fear because I know that I am covered by the grace of God. Absolutely. That's why I don't sit and worry about it. But there's a lot of people that aren't covered by the grace of God. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But this here, one I encountered, um, at the Family Dollar, it was an angel, everyone. It wasn't a bad angel, it was a good angel. Like, I saw deep into these blue icy eyes something else, a whole nother, this is, you know what I mean? This is what I saw, everybody. I mean, I'm not making up, because I like to look into people's eyes and not with my glasses on, because I love to look into people's eyes, because your eyes tell a lot about a person. And so it was incredible, because I looked into his eyes, and I swear to goodness I saw this. And this could have been, I mean, I saw a planet in his eyes. That's how crazy it was. It was unbelievable what, in the brief moment of us locking eyes, I saw this planet. I saw this. Yeah, and you notice that the difference. But yes, oh yes, because I've encountered those people with the dark sunglasses, and I tell you what, my intuition wants to run from them, and I'm not lying to you. I've encountered them, and I just want to run. My intuition says just run from them, and you'll feel like a really like unsettling sensation if you go, if they're near you, and they're everywhere. I've seen them when I had my place at the beach. They just wear these dark glasses, and and they're just function just like regular people, but they're not. But they're not, and they have a evil. They're evil, basically, everybody. And I'm serious. It's craziness. These people are out here, and they're functioning, and a lot of them are evil. They're not even good, But this man here, he was good. He was a I felt such a good sensation. Yeah, I mean, you can feel the evilness on these people if you see them with the dark glasses. That even if they wear dark, if you ever see somebody and they're wearing these big dark glasses, even inside, and it's at nighttime, that you run. Don't walk, run. Get away from them. I'm God serious. Get away from them. Get the hell away from them. And I'm being serious. If you feel something like is off with them, 9 times out of 10, you're absolutely right. Because they have to wear these glasses morning, noon, and night for some reason. And it's weird. You can obviously tell that they're not from this planet. Like they're dressed like this, but they're not. They're not like us. Yeah, the evil intentions. Yeah. It's scary. I mean, it's scary, everyone. I mean, don't get me wrong, but we can't live in fear. We have to, we have to stay informed. We have to stay informed, everybody. And I don't even know. I feel like I asked God the other day. I'm like, God. I mean, like, I don't want to be the messenger of bad news all the time. I mean, this isn't good. This is like not good for my channel. I'm like, I can't keep doing this. Like, what? I mean, we need to tap out positive stuff. Like, but there's so many things that I think God wants me to warn people, certain people about, and and it's really it worries me, because I'm like, man, I feel like I'm like freaking the bearer of bad news every time I come on. And I don't like that, and so I don't even know, everyone. I mean, I'm not the bearer of bad news. I mean, I love tapping out beautiful art, and you know it's just, it is what it is. That's just, so we tapped out this. Let me run back through it. And I think tomorrow what we'll do is we'll tap over some of the ones that really just are just frightening. But this is the first one that we tapped over. I mean, tapped out. And it's drying, everybody. So this is telling a story. Or, for all those people that use cards, I mean, maybe I'll even turn my art into a card collection, because they do, a lot of them do tell, all of them tell a story. You know, I don't use the cards. I tap out everything and what my intuition tells me. Yeah. But here's what we've done. Now this one here was a warning one. This one was warning that something is going to shoot down, and here's a target, right? So we got a warning board, and we don't know why that warning is like that, but this is like a warning board. And then as it's drying, we're almost like seeing some type of face, everybody. So by tomorrow, we'll probably see faces on these boards. See, there we'll see faces, definitely. Like there's a face coming up on here. We're gonna start seeing some faces as they dry, and I high shine them, everyone. And this one is, it's the ocean, and it's beautiful, but the story behind this is beautiful, but it's traumatic. And tomorrow we'll tap over this one. It's about a plane going down into the ocean and killing everybody on board. So this is sad. It's very, very sad. Very, very, very sad. And we do see a face in here. Look at this, everyone. We see a face in here, actually. A face is coming up on this board. If you look at it, look at this. Look at this face, everyone. We are seeing a face on this board. That is bizarre. That is bizarre. That is really weird. That is very weird. Beyond weird. We see a whole face right here. Does anybody see that? Does anybody see this whole face on this board? And I'm not going to do no more sad art, everybody. We're taking it back to old school. But look, do you see this face right here that just popped up on the board? Right here. I don't know if you can tell it, but there's a face that just popped up on here. And see, as they dry, everyone, that's when and I high shine it. That's when the real stuff comes out, you know? But so you can see a face right in there in the midst of that. And then we went to this one where, you know, it wasn't anything better, but we're going to turn positivity into something, right? And so we just see this, and we're not going to rehash what the story's about, but that's a lot of smoke. And actually you can almost see a face up in there too. And I don't know which way it's supposed to go, because we're trying to find that face, right? We're trying to find the face. But you got to just be careful, everybody out there. You have to be careful, because, you know, you just have to be careful. Yeah. And just like I said, everyone, so tomorrow I'm going to open it up, everyone. Tomorrow is actually, I don't even know. We may tap out a piece of art tomorrow, but tomorrow is all about helping all of you, you know, just with whatever really quickly that you would need me to help you about. If you, you know, for free, you know, you can come on and you can ask me anything or help you about anything tomorrow. So we're going to have fun tomorrow. You can test my intuition. We'll do some art, but it's all about all of you. And if you need any help, any clarity with anything, I'm going to let my intuition be my guide and help all of you tomorrow, everyone. So, hey, if you want to come on and you want to test my intuition, and you want to, you need clarity with something, come on tomorrow. And I will be doing a little drive-by tomorrow, and to say hi and tap, do a little afternoon delight tomorrow just to say hi. It'll be, yeah, Jason, open forum tomorrow night. It's going to be fun. So whatever you need clarity about. I mean, it could be anything, any kind of situation. You can just ask me right here for free, and that's what tomorrow will be, open forum, like an open mic night, but it'll be an open intuitive night, and it's going to be good. So, hey, whether there's one person or many people, it's going to be a fun night. And so that's just how it is. So I'm going to open it up for everyone, and and you can ask me anything. And tomorrow is all of my subscribers night. So I'm gonna, you can ask me if I can, I can tell you just with my intuition, or maybe, if I need to tap something out on a board or an album, I will. But it will be open forum, an open intuitive forum tomorrow. So you don't want to miss a thing. And whatever, think about something that you need clarity on, or think about something that you need my intuition about. And honestly, you can put my intuition to the test, everybody. I don't care. I mean, I'm not in the business of lying. So, I'm honestly opening it up for all of you to test it. And so, you don't go, oh, well, she's a witch. No, I'm sitting here and I'm just using my mind. How am I a witch? I'm not a witch. Witches use all kind of weird stuff. I'm not a witch. And listen, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. Everybody has their own kind of intuition. I don't knock anyone else's page. That's what they do. If people use cards, that's their business. If I use my mind, that's my business. It all depends what you want to believe, or what you don't want to believe, or what you take or what you don't take, right? Doesn't matter. But everybody, hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel. I'm Tina M Wright, Intuitive Babe, and I have had this intuition ever since I was 7 years old, everybody. And it has never let up. It is just getting stronger and stronger every day. Yes, right, Jason, open forum. And so tomorrow, everyone, I feel like tomorrow is really going to be interesting. And don't be afraid, everyone. I mean, like, I know a lot of people are going to be so afraid to come on and ask me something because, I feel like I'm the bearer of bad news. But no, everyone, I'm not. I'm the bearer of truth. It's just, if something's bad, don't you want to know if something's going to happen to you? Or do you want sugar-coated bullshit, and something happened to you and then you wish somebody would have told you? Right? Seriously, what do you want? Do you want me to be honest with you? Or and honesty sometimes is a hard pill for people to swallow when you're trying to be honest with them about something. Let me tell you, I'd rather have somebody be honest with me and forewarn me and forearm me than so I can investigate what is potentially getting ready to happen to me, versus not doing that and something happened to me and the whole family end up in the ocean. So it's up to you, right? So I'm not beating anybody up over the head and saying nothing, but I'm just saying I would rather have somebody warn me about something that's coming, versus just sitting there and being so afraid to know what could potentially happen to them, right? Or you can, go to somebody else that's going to give you some sugar-coated bullshit. That you ain't getting nothing sugar-coated here, everybody. I don't do that. I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff just to make you feel good. That's not right. That's not living. That would be a lie. I would be lying to you if I wouldn't tell you truth. And there's a lot of people out there doing a lot of bad stuff. There's a lot of people trying to hurt people in power over and over and over again. And it's getting scary, because now it's people that are like in a trustworthy circle that's starting to turn on one another. That's scary, everybody. That's scary. Wouldn't you want to know that versus not know that? I mean, seriously, there's so much more I could say, but I just don't, because it's just too much. People are really like, oh my God, Tina, because it's too scary. There's a lot going on. But I just sit and I just don't say anything, because, you know, right now, even the little bit that I say and I tap out, you can't handle it. You can't stomach it. How about if I would really give you the scoop of what my intuition is telling me to say, you wouldn't be able to handle it. You'd get so scary. You'd get so scared because you think, oh my God, she's literally losing it. No, 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 no. You wouldn't be able to handle it, everybody. You wouldn't be able to handle it. Exactly. Thank you, Jason. But I'm grateful for every subscriber. I'm grateful. And let tomorrow be a wonderful tomorrow, right? And I wish everybody nothing but peace, love, and blessings, everybody. I want to tell people, I want to say good things. But how about if I mean I'm in forewarn mode so much. Every time I come on, it's like my intuition, warn this person, warn that person. Oh my God, I feel like the warning signal. That's warning and warning, and the signals aren't getting transmitted, right, until something happens. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, honey. Well, everybody, it is yeah, you're definitely, yeah, exactly, Richard. And I'm just trying to, like, I don't, everybody, I'm not trying to come on here all the time and go, oh, this, but it's real. Like, I swear every time I come on here and sit, it's like, warn this, warn that, warn. I'm tired of warning. I can't warn no more. Yes, exactly. The positivity. All right, everybody. Well, have a blessed night, and I'll see you tomorrow. And let's not tap out no more of this night. Let's take it back to old school, where we just tap out the art and let the boards just say what they want to say. But tomorrow is open forum, everybody, for my intuition. So you don't want to miss a thing on that, everyone. It's going to be fun, right? It is going to. Jason, don't forget to have something in mind. Come on, Richard. All of you. Noel. Noah, right? All of you, every single person watching, don't forget to have something in mind that you want to ask my intuition about. It could be about your love life, your finances, anything. Just lay it on me and I will lay it on you, right? In the most honest, positive way, everybody, in the most honest way. Right, Jason? But not everything in life is all about a bed of roses, everybody. I mean, it's sometimes there's a lot of thorns in there too. But nobody wants, see, this is the thing with life. We all want all this good stuff, right? And we don't want to hear there's other elements of life, which which are like different. You see what I mean? Yeah, there's other elements that, to life. But everybody have a blessed night, and I will see you when I see you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for looking at this. I hope that, this resonates with somebody that can, make sure that they watch their plane, have cameras perhaps in wherever your plane is getting maintenance. I would recommend having some cameras that you can monitor. I would recommend making sure that even getting another set of eyes to lay on it to make sure every bolt in the landing gear is tightened. um and the chassis, there's bolts that make sure these bolts are tightened so they're not loosened up and loosen over time. um in the motor, parts in the motor, make sure that you make sure that you get, because when somebody's doing this, everybody, that's not necessarily, I'm just warning whoever, I'm done warning at this point in time, I can't do it no more. But whoever's, just be careful, because even if you're watching somebody, like you got to make sure, everyone, even you, like, here's what you can do. Like, it sounds crazy, but when these mechanics leave after hours, everybody, why don't you just actually go in there yourself with a wrench and see if everything's tight, just behind your back. Just go in, don't say nothing to nobody, and you yourself just go in there with a wrench and see if you can actually, if something's loose or tight, and you will know right then and there. Doesn't matter how rich you are or not. I'm urging you, go in there, and when everybody goes home, all the mechanics go home, you go in there and you actually physically go in there and just see if anything is loose. And then you'll get, you see what I'm saying? Because that right there, if something's loose, they don't even know that you went in there and checked. You can also do that. I mean, if I was you, before you would take a flight over over the ocean anywhere, I would make sure that I would just personally myself put on some gym shorts, some sneakers, and just go in there and feel a couple bolts, see what's going on. And maybe you might find out something that you don't want to find out. You know what I mean? Or maybe you're going to find out something that you're thanking God that you found out before you went on that run. Because see, you got to figure that the mechanic is not up in this plane. They're not going up in there. And if they do, they know, they're not going to, they're going to know it's going to take time for that bolt to go and fly off or bust up, right? So be careful, everybody. And so tomorrow is going to be, we're just going to, I'm not going to say no more. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. And so we're going to take it back. I'm going to watch a couple of old school videos of when it all started. And we're going to go back and into the back of the archives. And we're going to bring that back again. So you don't want to miss a thing, everybody. You really don't. There's so much happening. Tomorrow is, just like I said, open intuitive night tomorrow. And I will be doing a little drive-by tomorrow, everyone, to say hi. We're going to scratch up these albums and these boards to get ready for our nice, cool, open intuitive mic night. Yes, open intuitive. Listen, that sounds good, right? Open intuitive mic night, right? Seriously, that sounds good. But everybody have a blessed night. Sweet dreams. God bless everybody. Thank you, Richard. See you when I see everybody. And peace, love, and blessings, everybody. And there's nothing but, honestly, nothing but godliness over on this channel. I don't worship the devil. I rebuke the devil every day and his imps from trying to mess up my channel, everyone. You have no idea what they try to do to me, everyone. These devil worshipers. They try to do all kind of stuff to me. And they can't do it because I'm a child of God, and they don't like that. And that's why they spread hatefulness about my show. That's why they come on and they don't want you to believe what I'm saying, because they're not right with the Lord, and I am. And that's why they come on with their devil stuff, their little impish stuff. I ain't got time. They're devil's helpers, and I ain't got time for that. So have a blessed night, and I'll see you then.